You're locked in with the Innovators. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Yo, what's going on? You locked in with the Innovators YouTube. You already know I got the best interviews right here. Man, I got LA here with me today. I got P1 in the studio. What's popping?
Innovator, what's the deal, Brody? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Slow motion.
First, I want to say it's a pleasure and a blessing to have you here. I appreciate you coming through today.
Pleasure to be here.
So I got to let you know, these interviews, I would say, interviews with people I'm actually cool with are I would say, the most different to me, because it's like, it's something different about sitting down with somebody you don't know.
Yeah.
For you somebody I feel like I see almost daily. So
Real
I
shit.
feel like it's always different for me, but I think it challenges me as an interviewer to dig deeper. I'm gonna be asking you shit that you've never heard me ask you before.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Let's run it.
Which I think would be good though. Just to start off, it's a hot topic right now. Can you talk about how do you feel about the George Floyd protests?
I feel like it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? It's essential. It's us. That's our way of taking a stand. And I'm going to be honest with you. When it first was happening, I'm like, hell no, niggas is not finna come together. You know what I'm saying? Just us being black people, you know what I'm saying? We got our own cultures. We all come from different places. We all, you know what I'm saying? We got beef, beef between each other. So I'm like, everybody being in a specific location from all different neighborhoods, it's going to be bad between each other before it even can go bad.
Yeah.
With the, you know what I'm saying, with the people, but
right.
We end up pulling it off. You know what I'm saying? Black people stand up.
Hell yeah. So how do you feel about the coronavirus?
Honestly, I feel different. I don't know how to explain it because I had lost loved ones to it. You know what I'm saying? So I might feel different than the average person because a lot of the people around me didn't really have no effect. Yeah. But I've lost 2 loved ones to it, so I pretty much know the seriousness of it. Yeah. I know, you know what I'm saying, it's nothing to be played with. I know it really can't harm. It can harm, but it's not likely to harm somebody young like us. Yeah. But you never know. I mean, who we come across. We got grandparents, we got mothers, we got, you know what I'm saying? We got people that's older that we around. Yeah. So I just feel like if you're not doing it for yourself, if you're not taking precaution for yourself, take it for the people you around.
For sure. How has it affected your grind though? I feel like some artists, they haven't been able to do shit. I feel like you still been able to kind of get work done. But how do you feel like it slowed you down? Like you dropping a project in the middle of the pandemic, so.
I mean, I wouldn't say it slowed me down. It slowed down shows. It slowed down networking. It slowed down stuff like that. But I'm still in the studio recording. I'm still doing videos. I'm still going out meeting people. I'm still doing sessions with people. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not fucking with everybody, of course, because like I said, you know, I got family members who didn't die to it. But at the same time, I'm not gonna make no excuse. I'm gonna get my work. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, I'm gonna get my work. So I've pretty much just been doing anything I can in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All the outside entities we can't control, but if, you know what I'm saying, I can make a video, I can make a hot track, I can do whatever I can, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. How do you think it will affect the music industry moving forward? Do you feel like shows will still be slowed up, or you think they'll come back?
Oh, no, they're going to come back. Yeah. They're going to come back because everybody just bored. Everybody waiting to get out the house.
For sure.
So when, just wait till when the shows start coming back, people going to be in a rush to go to them. And me too. I miss that. I miss shows. You know what I'm saying? That's a big part for our artists. Like that's really what make or break a lot of these artists. Yeah. And with this project I just put out, it's like I'm supposed to realistically be doing shows. Yeah. But like I said, you know, they no excuses. We just got to do what we can.
Hell yeah. Can you tell me, what was it like growing up in LA for you?
My experience was probably different than a normal person because I grew up like my family is all from a gang. Like the gang I'm from, my whole family, like everybody is my cousin and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I had it. I wouldn't front like I had it the best. You know what I'm saying? But I always had support. I had a family system, so everything I did, I had people behind me, which was cool. Yeah. I grew up with 23 brothers and sisters.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy as hell. So
23 brothers and sisters. Yeah. How does that work?
Shit, same dad. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Your pops that I met the other day.
Yeah.
Got 23 kids.
Got 23 kids. Real shit.
That's crazy.
Real shit.
Wait, so how old is the oldest kid?
The oldest kid, I want to say, is 31.
Okay. Okay, that's crazy. That's still crazy as fuck. That's like a fun fact that you could keep telling for forever.
For sure. Now imagine growing up like that, like with a gang of cousins and brothers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, didn't nobody want to do nothing with me. I had the juice everywhere I went. Everywhere I went, I'm walking with my head up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Chest out.
They know if they fuck with you, then it's gonna be a
bad.
problem.
It's so bad.
Crazy, though. I was the only child. Well, I have a half brother and a half sister, but like I grew up in the house majority by myself. I had some cousins. But, like, I didn't have no brother. Not 23. Yeah. You feel me? Like, that is crazy. Do you believe that the L.A. music scene is sleep on you?
100%.
For sure. And why is that? And I guess a follow-up question would be, how can you change that?
All right. Because not to sound arrogant or nothing, like, but I don't know a lot of people working harder than me. And I know all these niggas. Like, all the L.A. rappers, I really know them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And not to put anyone down, not to discredit what nobody doing. I just don't know nobody working like me, who really got fired like me. A kid who really came with the odds from nothing. Like, I didn't have no big homie take me under his wing. I didn't have no uncles in the industry. I didn't have nothing like that. I'm a kid who really figured it out on his own. Like, my dad was in the industry in the 90s. Yeah. So don't get me wrong, my dad is kind of plugged in, but this is a whole different ball game. That's 30 years ago, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's nobody. I'm one of a kind. You know what I'm saying? My music is one of a kind. I don't try to sound like nobody. I put years into my craft before even putting out a song. People don't do that. People rush to put out songs. You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate enough to grow up with a studio, but it's just, you know what I'm saying, so much. And I got a better story than what I'm portraying right now. Like, I just ain't gave off everything, but when I start telling my story, it's going to attract people in a way that's whole different. Yeah. And as far as changing it, I'm just going to keep doing what I do. Like, I never cared about being the biggest rapper. I never cared about making the most money. I never cared about hearing my shit in parties. That's why I make music how I want to make music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about none of that shit. I do this shit because it's more of my passion. Like, this is the fire inside of me. If I don't do music, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. Yeah. You know?
Would you say you don't really like making party music though? No. Why is that though?
Cause I'm not a party goer. I like you damn near never gonna catch me in no party unless it's somebody I legit fuck with, and then even then I be uncomfortable, so I leave after a while. Like, I come pop up for an hour and a half, take some drinks, like, oh no, I'm faded in the middle of the party. I'm gone. Anything could go sour. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I like to be focused. Yeah. And then I don't listen to party music. I gotta be able to listen to my shit. Like, I gotta be able to play my shit and bump it and be like, oh yeah, this hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, or else I can't do it.
Nah, for sure. Can you talk about your neighborhood, what you grew up at? Grand Ave, right?
Grand Ave.
Can you talk about that?
Grand Ave is like a faction to a gang. The gang is actually called East Coast. You feel me? It's the East Coast Crips. It's the South Central LA gang that I'm from. But Grand Ave is like our faction. That's like our street. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so that's like the sub gang. Would you say?
Yeah, you would say it's like the sub gang. It's us. You know what I'm saying? It's like our little faction of it. Yeah. But it's really, like I said, it's all my cousins and shit. Like, our gang is kind of different because if you see me and my homies kicking it, you never gonna hear us say cuz like that. Like, a nigga don't never be like, what you doing, cuz? Be like, what's up, cuzzo? Yeah. And cuzzo is cousin. You feel me? Like, you call your cousins your cuzzos and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's real family oriented. It's real. Our gang is real different because we gonna back each other, like, right or wrong. We gonna go up with you and we'll deal with whatever come with it later. Yeah. And we gonna really legit love each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be mandatory we love each other. We the same niggas who grew up fighting each other. And then our big homies like, all right, y'all two niggas kick it. Yeah. Nigga, we just fought. I don't want to kick it with you, nigga. You got my nose busted. I got your eye black, nigga. I don't want to kick it, but we grew up like that, nigga. We family. It shouldn't even. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I understand completely. Would you say that it's hard to grow up in LA and not gangbang?
Yeah, it's for sure hard because of the idea of just guilty by association. Like, the statistics of kids who gangbanging is crazy. So you gonna know somebody. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be tied in somsome type of way. Even if you're not all the way in, you're gonna be tied in with people. And it's like, if you go out somewhere with them and you just grew up a certain way like I did, like, it was always like, if something happened, I gotta get in it automatically because I'm here. Yeah. And that shit became like guilty by association. You know what I'm saying? So like,
even if you really not in the gang and never got put on, but you hanging with them and something go down, you already getting affiliated.
You
with
feel
them.
Me? And that's what I was going through as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, it's time to turn it up. My brothers and them was all from the gang. My pops from the gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Notorious members. So it's like, I was like 14. I'm like, man, it's time to really turn it up. Yeah. Yeah.
Would you say it was forced on you or not?
Never.
Okay.
Never. I did shit so different. Like I always ran my own program. Like I'm a gang member, but I'm very intelligent. Like I'm a college student. You know what I'm saying? All types of shit. I got degrees and everything. And a lot of people don't have that option because it's niggas that can force them to do something like, oh, you need to be on the block today. Yeah. A nigga never could do that to me. You know what I'm saying? Just based on how I carry myself, how I'm going to go up, and I got family, and like so many different factors, but a nigga couldn't do me like that. Yeah. So it was never necessarily hard. Like anything I wanted to do, I did. I balled. Yeah. You know, whatever. I played football, I balled. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't hard for me. Yeah. It really depends on what type of nigga you is. If you the type of nigga who gonna stand up for what you believe in and not listen to a nigga, it ain't gonna be hard. As long as you stand tall, you know what I'm saying, stand on your 10 toes. Like, but if you the type of nigga who a yes man and gonna do what somebody tell you to do, you gonna have it rough. Yeah. Cause any sign of weakness, a nigga will really pick on you.
Yeah, for sure. Can you talk about, I think we talked about this before, but we're just talking, but can you talk about how, like, say, Crips can be beef with Crips, but then be cool with Bloods, and Bloods beef with Bloods? Cause
it's no more, like, that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's no more that red versus blue. It's no more like Crip versus Blood.
That's what I only thought it was.
Nah, it's whole different. It's whole different because it's more of a personal thing. Like we might have been cool, right? Let's say your hood and my hood cool, but we had two homies that was messing with the same female or something like that, right? Yeah. And both these niggas is tender dick. They love this female. One of them shoot at the other. He don't even got to kill him. One of them shoot at the other. It's gonna go up. Now our hood's beefing because he gonna come back. Or Lord forbid you kill him. Now his homie's gonna come back, or whatever the case may be. Like, so it's more of a personal thing. That's why it's no longer Crips and Bloods. Like you got Crip hoods that's kicking it with Blood hoods. They never had no problem. Yeah. They probably 20 minutes away from each other. They not going fighting each other every 10 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they could chill like that. And then you got Crip hoods that's beefing with Crip hoods because it's like, nigga, your cousin killed your homie, killed our homie. My cousin killed your homie. Yeah. We got down. We got into it at this Slauson or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. No. And I'm starting to really understand the breakdown. It's just kind of crazy to me though because it just wasn't from when I grew up and my perception of what LA gangbanging was like. It was always just real simple like. The blues, Chris Bloods, but it ain't like that.
That's the, you know what I'm saying? That's like the generic mind. Like that's what the movies portray and shit like that. And a lot of these people portray just because it's easy to understand. Like, okay, Chris versus Blood, Red versus Blue.
But it's not like that.
Hell no, it's not like that.
It's way more tricky.
It's way more technical. Because we humans, we gonna fight. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? Shit gonna happen. Just because we all people, we all macho man. Every nigga feel like he got something to prove. Every nigga want to be tough. And all that testosterone in one room every time is gonna lead to something.
For sure. Would you suggest kids gangbanging? Would you suggest
Never.
them not gangbanging?
Never.
What would you say?
I wouldn't suggest no kid to gangbang. Just based on like I got homies who done died for this shit. I got homies who doing life for this shit. I got two big brothers that's doing 20-something plus for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like over that, like nigga, I don't think I've ever got nothing good from this shit ever. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a little money with the homies, but that wasn't because I was gangbanging. That's because we decided to get some money. You know what I'm saying? Not like I don't think I never got nothing good from gangbanging, bro. Yeah. And so I wouldn't feel like I'm a real nigga if I look a kid in his eyes and tell him this what he need to do. Yeah. It was a lot of kids who didn't try to gangbang and tried to beef in my hood before, and a lot of them I knew since I was a kid. So I have to have these conversations with them like, that's not it, my nigga. Like, it's just not it, fool. I know this shit to the T. You know what I'm saying? I know the whole history of my hood, all that. So a nigga can't make it seem like it is what it ain't to me. Yeah. I know what it is. So I'm gonna tell a kid, nigga, that's not what it is. That's what it ain't.
I think that says something about your character though, because you know, I don't feel like most people would, but I feel like some gang members would say that they would suggest it.
A lot of them, because they trying to get their numbers up, they trying to get their hood up. They might like you. They might have seen you since a kid and be like, they just, you know what I'm saying, want you to be a part of this.
Yeah. Can you tell me, when did you start getting into making music?
I grew up in a music household, so my whole life I had a studio. I probably recorded my first song at probably like 3.
Really?
On some, you know what I'm saying? Like on some just jumping on the mic with my brothers, just talking crazy. Yeah. And I was doing that for a long time, like having freestyle battles with my cousins and stuff. End up start taking it to school. The school started knowing I was rapping and shit like that. Yeah. but I didn't really have no songs. I was just rapping at school and rapping at home because people knew I could rap, and I was popular already because I was in the sports. I was in so much, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I want to say I got serious about music in like high school.
And what was it that kind of made you say, I want to be serious now?
I'm going to be honest with you. The thing that made me be serious was just the experiences I was going through. Like at our home, me and Roddy, I was working with Roddy a lot at the time. Me and Roddy did a song called Ricch, Nigga. Yeah. And that song went crazy. Like DJ Karishma posted it on her thing. DJ Bugsy hosted it. Yeah. And nigga, they played our shit at the homecoming. Yeah. It's our homecoming. We in here like, you know what I'm saying, partying, dancing. It's me, Roddy, we up in here going there with the hoes. And you hear our song come on. And the whole school know it at this point because it was out for like 2 months. Yeah. So the whole school know it. Cold part, I was talking about a girl that whole verse who go to the school. You feel me? So she in the homecoming, nigga, listening to it was a cold just experience, nigga. It was a cold experience, fool. The whole and ever since then, I've really been serious because I start getting reactions from people. I like the way it feel when somebody acknowledges, like, okay, this nigga not just an ordinary rapper. Like, he putting some mind into this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I know. That's got to be a great feeling for sure. What was the first song that you remember you making?
First song I remember me making, I had a rap back in the day that my brother wrote for me. And I still know it. I was like 4 years old.
Somebody wrote P1 a verse?
I was like 4. My brother wrote me a verse. Okay. Pop collars, get dollars, get hurt by the young street scholars. I remember I was like 4. I ain't gonna rap the whole thing because it was trash, but I was like, I was my first time jumping on the mic and really testing my sound out. But I used to do like little intros and shit for my dad as a kid. Yeah. You feel me? Like, just jump on talking shit. Whatever he told me to say. He used to let me cuss and stuff. I'm like 3. Hard. Yeah, hell yeah. Hard.
What artists did you grow up listening to?
Lil Wayne is my favorite artist of all time. I fuck with damn near everything West Coast. I got my picks and chooses out of it, but like NWA, Pac, Snoop, fucking Dre, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with Kendrick heavy. I fuck with Drake heavy. Who else do I think really got bars? I'm just a fan of good music, really. Those is like my top artists that I'm probably gonna type in, but I'm a fan of bars. Like, I like some of the new music too. Yeah. I like Lucci, I like Future, I like you know, just good music. Whoever making the hits at the time, that's where I'm at with it.
What is your process like for selecting beats and working on lyrics for your songs? I mean, I know I've seen you in the studio a lot, so I kind of already know, but this is more for...
Yeah, nah, I'm real picky with beats, so the beat gotta be a banger in itself before I even jump on it. Like, the beat gotta make me want to move, want to vibe to it, just as it is. If it don't do that, then I'm not even gonna pull it up on the big speakers and fuck around with it. You know what I'm saying? But I probably, it depends on what the beat is doing. If it sound like a more serious beat where I gotta put some mind to it, I might sit down, smoke one, and write me something. But if it's more of some fun shit, I'm not writing. Yeah. I'm gonna just vibe out to it. I think like 70% of this fucking project I didn't write. Yeah. 70, like probably a little more. 70% of this project I ain't writing. I feel like it's some of the best music I ever made.
It's just a more of
a vibe. It's a natural thing. Like, I'm naturally feeling this way. Just beat making me feel like this, and I'm telling a lot of like my life experiences too. So it's just automatic. You know what I'm saying? How it come together.
Nah, for sure. So let's talk about the new project out now called War, meaning World Ain't Ready. Yeah. Why the name?
World Ain't Ready because the world ain't ready for this project. Nah, but the world just ain't ready for a kid. Like I said, I had all the odds against me. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like I'm not supposed to make it in music because I didn't have some of the helping hands that most people had. And still to this day, I always get the short end of the stick. Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm one of the best artists out from the West right now, and people sleep on me all the time. Yeah. But, like, it don't bother me, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I feel like I got something to prove. You feel me? So that's what I use this project to do. It's 15 tracks, 15 really like scriptures. Like, I'm painting a picture for you, trying to get you to see the overall visual of P1, how I grew up. I'm talking about street shit. I'm talking about relationships. I'm talking about spiritual shit. I'm talking about everything. You know what I'm saying? On such a relatable level, I had kind of dumbed it down for people so they can understand and really feel it to, you know what I'm saying? Feel it like it touch home with you, especially some of my deeper tracks like Pray For Me, fucking Something. Those is tracks where I'm just, you know what I'm saying, getting a little deeper, giving you the visual of me saying, hey, I need some prayer, or I'm trying to do right and I'm coming from wrong.
Yeah. what was that you was going through your mind when you were creating a record like Malcolm X?
Malcolm X. Damn, Malcolm X. I had just bailed out from a gun case, bro.
Yeah.
And if you like Malcolm X, I'm talking about the whole time, like gripping on my tech. They can't do me like I'm Malcolm X.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's really just me like explaining, like, nigga, yeah, I went to jail for the gun because I'm not gonna get done like Malcolm X. These niggas is not finna catch me slipping out here in no way, shape, or form. And I was also up a little bit, so that's why that high powered talking come in, all that smooth talk, talking about the money in the cars. I had a little change on me, so I was feeling it. You know what I'm saying? But that was another song where it was like, I just got in the studio and vibed out. Like I was feeling the beat, and I came up with the cadence on it. I'm like, oh, Malcolm X.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a statement in itself, just because how much power he held. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And I thought it was cool because with all the stuff that's going on right now, I feel like it was cool to name the song that. What would you say was the mindset when putting this project together?
Exceeding expectations.
Yeah.
Because my last 3 projects was good, but they was good for some street shit.
Yeah.
And so I felt like everybody expected me to do some more good street shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I want to show that I can really get in this game and compete and sell records and, you know what I'm saying, make charts, you know what I'm saying, get this money, take care of my peoples.
Yeah.
And just do good business. You know what I'm saying? With the good, like I said, good records.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite song on the project?
Yeah, I got a favorite song. Pray For Me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's really me breaking it down and telling you my life story. Like from a kid, I'm talking about how I used to go to church with my auntie. And then I just started getting older. And church didn't seem so fun no more. So now I'm kicking it with the homies. You know what I'm saying? Doing dumb shit. Wow, I'm talking about how when niggas was in the house beating street lights, we was in the section probably gripping 3 pipes. We all outside with blowers on us. It's going up. You know what I'm saying? We in the hood. Nigga talking about me being out on bond for that case. If it look ugly, if I go to court and they tell me, oh, you gotta do some time, I'm running.
Yeah.
Come catch me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really telling you my story through and through. And that's really what I want people to interpret from that song. That's why it's my favorite, because if any song on that project is P1, that song is P1. You feel me?
Nah, for sure. Nah. I like that record too. I think it's something special about opening up especially as an artist, opening up and giving people a glimpse into your life, because like on a record like Pray For Me, you're really painting a picture for the listener.
No,
which
definitely.
I think everyone could appreciate. What was the process for you putting the project together? Did you make like 25 songs?
Nah, hell no. I probably recorded like 80 songs, 80-something songs in the past.
So even more than I said 25.
Yeah,
80.
yeah. I recorded like 80-something songs. I was in the studio like for a whole year and like probably like 13 months, 14 months.
Yeah.
And I'm in the studio like twice a week. 8-hour sessions, you know what I'm saying? So 80 songs is nothing, you know what I'm saying? Really, like 80 songs. I probably had 80 songs done within the first 5-6 months of recording. And then it was like, all right, let's formulate this tape. Let's figure out what's going to make it, what we missing, you know what I'm saying? What we need to do on these tracks, mix and master and send down. Because I really took the time out and made sure these tracks was perfect. Like I took some sessions to work on one song. When we figured out what tracks it was that was going to make the project, I took sessions out of not recording and just fixing those tracks and making sure those was presentable and sharp for release. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's hard. Can you talk about your relationship with Roddy Rich and how y'all met? Like you said, you. I don't think people realize you was on Feed the Streets 1.
Yeah, I was on the song Rich
Niggas, exactly. And that's basically the project before you really blew up like that. So can you shed some light on that for me?
What happened is we was at school, and like I said, throughout the school, they knew me as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? They knew me like, if a nigga rap, they gonna instigate me and him battling, like walking up to us. And I'm going to school, you know what I'm saying? I had the bars that I have been rapping my whole life. And on top of that, I got like 13, 14 brothers and sisters. If I ain't got the bars, nigga, man, my brother got a bar or something. I ain't gonna lie, like 11th grade, you feel me? My brother had a bar or something for him. So that same shit happened. Roddy came to school. He was like a rapper. Early in the morning, they come get me like, oh, this nigga rapping and shit. I'm right here, fool. I go over there. It's Roddy. Me and Roddy spitting. We popping it. But some of the other homies is rapping and shit. We go to class, first period. Me and Roddy end up having the same first period. Me, Roddy, and a couple of the other homies that was in the cypher. We end up having the same first period. So we belling. They tell us like, oh, look, a couple of y'all gonna go to this different teacher. They picked me and Roddy out of the group that was right there. They just picked me and Roddy, boom, boom. And we was the only ones that was really rapping. So we popping in and shit. We go to the class. Ever since then, it was good. Like, I think that probably like 2 days after I met him, I was at his house. We was recording. You feel me? Like we vibed so crazy just because we was on top of a lot of the young niggas with the same mindset of us. Like I knew I wanted more into it. I knew more stuff than the normal because, like I said, I had a dad in the industry, and Roddy just was so plugged in, and Roddy was so understanding of the industry, just to where you could tell he did his homework just as well as me. So we both had the same fire. We both had the same passion. Me and Roddy probably recorded like 20-something songs. Only ever put one out, but we recorded like 20-something songs. Like we was going to the studio all the time working. And that's still my boy. Like to this day, I still pull up on him. I still fuck with him. We still had the same conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, it was the same niggas. Like,
which is crazy. But there are more artists that came from your high school, right?
Yeah, it's a couple more artists that came from my high school that's doing their thing. Mainly a Spanish teacher named Mr. Fariz. He blew up big. They call him D Smoke with the dreadlocks. Who was on that show? Yeah, that was the Spanish teacher, black Spanish teacher with dreadlocks.
Wait, hold on. D Smoke was a teacher at your school?
D Smoke was a teacher at Westchester High School. Mr. Fariz, that's my boy. Still, like that's my boy on the real.
That's crazy.
What? How you think I feel, bro?
Wait, so he an older dude then, right?
D Smoke, I wouldn't say he's older.
Gotta be 30s though.
I don't know about. Yeah, probably 30s. Probably in the 30s. Probably in the 30s. Probably early 30s. But D Smoke was younger. Like Mr. Fariz was a younger student, and you could tell like he was young because he understood us as kids.
That is crazy.
Hell
I did not know that.
Man, that's a good dude.
As long as I've been kicking with people, I did not know that shit. That's crazy.
Hey, that's a good dude. That's somebody who deserves all the blessings.
He seems like a good dude though, for sure. Can you talk to me about how much support should people expect as far as from their friends? Like when you drop a song, do you expect your friends to post it? Do you expect people that you rock with to post it? Like, how does that work for you?
I feel like out here it's so oversaturated with rappers to where when you start posting, you rapping and shit, niggas like, okay, we know he rapping, but niggas don't want to hear that shit because they done tired of hearing all this weak shit that these local rappers is producing, right?
Like, and
now. I had to come to the realization that you just got to show people that you serious about it. When you show people you serious, people will take you serious. People will treat it different. So, like, when I was first dropping this shit, a lot of my homies wasn't supporting my shit. A lot of my friends, nigga, high school friends, all that, a lot of the females I'm fucking on wasn't supporting my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I realized that with time, when people start seeing I was serious and really was seeing what I was on to and I'm making good music, the support came. It was never a problem giving support. It's just like people don't get a energy to shit that's half-assed. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So I feel like if you just, you know what I'm saying, stay down for your shit and show you serious, people will take you serious.
So you saying when you initially start making music, the initial reaction when people wasn't rocking with it?
Hell no. I had niggas that was close to me that I'm telling, hey bro, check this out, and they DMing me back talking about no. Damn. Like damn, nigga, like okay. You ain't
I'll
even
be hot. I'll be hot for
no,
sure.
Females that I was fucking with told me no, like no, I'm not even gonna go listen.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Come on, bro. That's
crazy.
Shit. But them same people today is like, nigga, posting my shit crazy now. Like, oh, I've been rocking with you.
That's how it goes. Like, I feel like I wouldn't want it to be like that. Like, I feel like I always imagined it being like, yo, real people, yo, down people gonna support your shit. Like,
yeah,
I feel like even if my cousin decided to drop a mixtape, even if it's not fire, I'm still gonna post it. Yeah, that's my little cousin and I love it.
But see, that's how you are. Everybody, we gotta realize everybody ain't raised like us. Exactly. And then, like, I'm a psychology major, bro, so I understand certain shit a little more. You feel me? Like, I don't let what people do affect me because I really can break it down. And, like I can break that down technical if you want me to. Like, I'm saying how people take you serious when other people start taking you serious. That's called the theory of conformity. You feel me? That's a psychological theory called conformity. It's like wanting to fit in, wanting to be cool, wanting to do what everybody else do. But it's so, like, what's the word I want to say? It's so, like, it's such like a, it's not intentional. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is. You can look it up. It's called the theory of conformity.
No, I completely believe you because even for me, when I started doing interviews, it wasn't, I would say it wasn't hard, but it was like trying to get actual rappers with fan bases to come through. That was something that I was struggling with at first. At first, I was just taking whoever was willing to do an interview with me. But the week that I interviewed, in the same week, I interviewed I Am Sue and All Black. So All Black at the time was the hottest rapper in the Bay.
Yeah.
I Am Sue, for sure, legendary Bay rapper. after that, it was kind of like,
who
was gonna say no at that point?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And don't get me wrong, some people still, I would say they say no, but they still might blow it off. But at the end of the day, it don't bother me.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
That's how this industry is, though. You got to know that, like, the things that we doing, this entertainment business is like that. Like, this is a field of, like, numbers, really. You know what I'm saying? If you had the craziest numbers in the world, everybody in America would want to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you had Breakfast Club numbers, everybody would want to do something with you, and it's fucked up, but it's like, that's how it is. You can't let that stop. You know what I'm saying? What you got
I love it, though, because I feel like when them numbers come, I'm going to be calling people. I'm not.
Now you going to be blowing niggas off.
For sure. I'm too real. Like, if somebody blew me off, I'm gonna come back and be like, so what was up with that?
Like back there.
We can still do the interview, but don't think I'm finna ignore what happened. Don't think I'm finna ignore it.
No, most definitely.
How much do you think the streets should be involved, mixed with the music?
They don't go together.
You don't think they go together?
Hell no. This is entertainment, bro. Like, this is strictly entertainment. Some of the most niggas who be popping it crazy on these records be some of the biggest busters.
Yeah.
And some of the most humble niggas be like, really, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just entertainment, bro. Like, you gotta realize, just off your look, you placed in a category to where it's low-key where you gotta act. You know what I'm saying? Just based off your look, because it's like your image. It's like your brand. You know what I'm saying? That starts with just your look.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they don't mix, bro. Street niggas, I ain't gonna say they don't belong in the industry, but it don't mix. If you trying to be a street nigga in the industry, it's gonna catch up with you. If you trying to have one hand in the streets, one hand in the industry, it's gonna catch up with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So you gotta pick a side.
I agree with that, for sure. How do you feel about rap beef?
I mean, I feel why certain niggas be feeling some type of way. But like I said, I grew up fighting my homies and forced to kick it with them. Yeah. So it's like, I feel like if I really got a problem with anybody, we could get down. If we not gonna get down, we might as well leave it alone.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to talk. I'm not mad at you to where I'm finna go hunt you down and kill you. Yeah. Unless a nigga would have to do some way outrageous shit. You feel me? Not have this social media beef like that these niggas be doing. Like,
social media beef is the
bro,
norm.
that shit do not bother me.
Norm, right?
If I tell you how some of these niggas then got at me on the DMs and I just don't reply, like, cause I really just. I got to a point where I really just don't give a fuck what a nigga talking about on you know what I'm saying, on those.
That's how you gotta be though. Like, you kind of just gotta not. And I find myself kind of slipping into it sometimes, as far as like YouTube comments. Like, even though people don't really get at me crazy though, but like some of the videos, I basically like. Just for example, recently I started reacting to like stuff that was going on with the protests or whatever. Racist people were commenting like. Calling me the N-word and all that. And
yeah,
like,
you just gotta let them have
and people
it.
have even dissed me, like, some of our earlier interviews, they'll be like, bro, your interviews are trash, da-da-da. But I'm like, at the end of the day, you still watching it.
On the real, and you took the time out to comment.
But with anything, though, I feel like, right now, I do feel like I'm not one of them, but I do feel like I'm the best interviewer in the world. But I only feel that way because I feel like, as a black man, I'm able to relate more to black artists. You feel me? We cut from the same cloth.
Real
we
shit.
might be from different area, but I feel like we all have a common ground just about being black.
And that's a lot of shit that the media miss. Like, having somebody who don't understand you try to understand you is kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not that it can't happen, but it almost seems forced in a sense.
It is.
Nah, for sure. Do you think that street politics should stop rappers from making music together?
Nah, hell no. I mean, I'm the type nigga, like, I'm a fan of music, bro. If you make good music, we can make some music. As long as you ain't on no crazy disrespectful shit. Yeah. If you ain't there, like, half these niggas up here, like, I mean, well, have even just street beef in general. Have street beef be like, because some shit happened. It don't even be personally with these rappers, if that makes sense. Like, the rappers ain't the reason that the hoods is beefing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't just come kill my homie, bro. Yeah. And I didn't just come kill your homie, bro. You feel me? But we make good music. We from the same area. We represent the same thing, just a different side. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now we gonna do this record. We gonna make some money and we gonna make some good music. Yeah. And we gonna do it for the culture and show these young niggas, like, we ain't gotta be killing each other all day. We two young niggas who, even like, I just did a song with my boy Key Rich's. Me and Key Rich's hood beef. Like, real beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, go at it with each other, but at the same time, that's my bro. Yeah. That's my brody. We just made a banger. Like, bro pulled up on me, smoke kicked, and I always fucked with his shit. He a young nigga who hustle hard. He got his merch going crazy. Like, how could I be mad at a nigga like that? How could I not want to fuck with a nigga like that? How could I not gravitate to a nigga like that? And he on the same thing I'm on. Yeah.
Nah, I think that's how it should be. I don't believe that. I don't believe that like you said, though, music is entertainment, but also believe that, say, two hoods is beefing, and two artists, there's two popular artists from them hoods, whatever. If they make a song together, I think that would maybe move in the direction of being peaceful. People would see that, okay, well, they linking up, they making music together. They not from.
I mean,
would you say that?
Nah, it
you
don't.
Think it's like that?
Because like I said, we dealing with niggas who want to be that nigga who got testosterone, niggas who want to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Just like fuck all that. like this record hot right here. This a hot ass record. We gonna play it, but it's on site still because these young niggas is trying to get their name up out here.
Nah, I guess I can understand that. I just be feeling like, man, I feel like put the music before the streets. That's how I'm thinking.
Well, it depends on what you want to be in life. You feel me? Like I said, it depends on what you want to do. You can't have one hand in, one hand in. You gotta be like really devoted to one. So go ahead and pick one. Yeah. And I don't know about you. I've been on the streets my whole life. Like I ain't never been out of the slums. You feel me? It's my turn to win. So fuck that.
Yeah, nah, for sure. How do you deal with unsupported people?
I don't deal with them. I block them. I don't block them, but I ain't gonna say I block them, but I don't follow them. You know what I'm saying? Like if you knew me and you didn't support me, you're not getting followed. You will never get followed, bro. Yeah. And then if you knew me and didn't support me and I was following you, you got unfollowed.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you see me on the streets, I'm the type of nigga, that shit don't bother me because you didn't know me as an artist. You knew me as a person. You feel me? So if I see you, I'll even speak to you first. What's the deal? What's up with it? You know what I'm saying? But however, it's like, you ain't support me from the jump, so just don't act like you did. And if you try to act like you did, I'm gonna tell you like you didn't.
No times. What is a perfect day for you?
Perfect day for me. I like money, bro. If whatever I do,
that's always a good day.
Always, especially if it's something substantial. Like if I could wake up, if I can go to sleep, a band or a couple bands richer than what I went to sleep. It's lovely. I wouldn't give a fuck what happened. It's a lovely day. I just won. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a time like right now. Niggas ain't even working. It's niggas who got fired from their job because it's coronavirus shit. Yeah. And I be having some days where I just wake up and win. Nigga, that's a great feeling knowing how hard it is.
It's a beautiful day. Always. What's your favorite food spot right now?
Ooh, that's hard. That's tough. Favorite food spot right now? Like on some fast food shit?
It's wherever. What's your favorite right now?
Ooh, I've been fucking with Cheesecake Factory heavy. I ain't gonna lie. Jambalaya pasta, extra shrimp, extra chicken, extra sauce.
Jambalaya pasta is fire. Last girl I went to Cheesecake Factory with, I never seen her again. I don't think I've been back there since.
Ooh.
I think it might have been my fault too, though.
What happened?
I don't know, bro. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Just moving around fast.
Yeah.
I don't think she thought I was taking it serious, but I'm like, we had cheesecake. I gotta be taking somewhat
First off,
serious.
That jambalaya pasta like a $30-something plate.
You feel me? Like,
well, you could have stopped talking to me before the date. Exactly. I could have kept my little 30.
Exactly. Bought some weed or something.
Man.
I like to ask this question to everyone I interview. If you could pick yourself to be any animal in the world, what would it be and why?
A lion.
Okay.
I'm the king of the jungle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the prey. Like, I'm going to be the predator before anything. I'm cool. I'm silent. You know what I'm saying? But I go up there just like a lion. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to eat regardless. Like, I'm going to eat. Even if I got to eat one of these niggas, I'm going to eat. You feel me?
Tell me about Grand Camp. How did you come up with that? How did that come about?
Grand Camp, because Grand Camp, my dad's label was Granddad Music Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it was old, it was out of date. So Grand Camp is like the new era. Yeah. It's still Granddad Music Entertainment, I guess, but at the same time, Grand Camp is like the new, it's the rebranding of it. It's it's us in the younger form. It's not my older brothers and them no more just because they older, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I let them have what they did and just created my own thing. Yeah. However, it's still a family thing. Like, Grand Camp is not a gang like people think. Like, it's crazy. I got a nigga from a whole enemy neighborhood, a part of Grand Camp. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? From an enemy neighborhood, like, not like some shit to where it's just cordial, like one that'll go up with, but it was really a statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, Grand Camp ain't a gang. Yeah. My boy Mees, he don't gang bang, and he's a part of Grand Camp. We got motherfuckers just pushing it because they fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? We a group of dudes who really like, you know, we cool niggas. So they fuck with us.
Do you get backlash though for doing something like that?
Never.
Okay.
If they do, they not gonna say it to me, and that's the thing. I don't give a fuck what a nigga say between him and his homie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just don't say it to me. Like,
hey, half the time, I think that's something that I'm starting to realize more. I'm so upfront and open as a person. I'm not finna go tell somebody else about how I feel about you.
But that go back to, like I said, everybody ain't born like us. Everybody not raised
like
us. Yeah.
I wish people would tell me how they feel. Like at the end of the day, like let me know. Like,
I think the main reason people don't tell me how they feel is because they know I just don't give a fuck. Like, not like that, but like, bro, it'd be like somebody would tell me something right now, and it could be really what they believe. It could be in their best interest. But if I ain't fucking with it, if I don't like agree with it, you gonna know I don't agree with it. Cause I'm just like nigga, okay, you said that to say, like, what's your point? Like,
what's some advice you could give to independent artists?
Independent artists, just always work, stay fearless, don't wait for nothing. Cause I think if I didn't wait on anything, I would be way further than I am now. And even the little simple things like making little videos, you know what I'm saying, showing your talent. Don't be scared of nothing. Be excited of every asset with being an artist, like meeting people, doing shows, doing videos. Like, you gotta look at that shit like excitement. You know what I'm saying? You gotta use your nervousness as adrenaline and just go up in any way, shape, or form. And that's what's gonna really separate you, because you feel different about your craft. You really on the point to where it's like, oh, I can't wait to do this, as opposed to some people who would really be nervous when times like that come.
Yeah. No, for sure. What's something that most people don't know about you?
Something that most people don't know about me. Something most people don't know about P1 is shit. I don't know. Nigga, I know a couple magic tricks. I know a couple magic tricks. I'm not gonna do no magic tricks on the motherfucking interview, but I know a couple magic tricks, my nigga.
You've been making music for a while. What do you think has changed the most in your music over the years?
My story. Not necessarily saying my story, but just my content, what I'm talking about. Because I went from just talking about street shit and making like what I want to say, like real street music, to like where I'm really making songs. I'm really painting a picture. I'm really giving you concepts. I'm really giving you something to go home and think about. You know what I'm saying? Like something to really put your ear to, something that's going to feed your soul, as opposed to just feeding your ear. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. What's the place you want to travel to?
Everywhere. I just was talking to my boy. I was in the studio with my boy yesterday. He told me he traveled the world 1.5 times, and he 51. I said, yeah, I got to do that. I want to see everywhere on the world at least one time.
What inspires you?
Shit. Experiences. I be having a lot of crazy shit happen to me. Like, I be in the studio with certain people. I be going to certain events with certain people. Like, I don't really like to name drop, so I really don't want to like say a nigga name, but I be blessed to be through some crazy experiences, and I think that's what inspired me the most, just knowing that everything is so tangible, that everything, that like anything can happen. I started off rapping in my garage, bro. Like, I got a couple bands, like I did a little jug, got a couple bands, bro, and bought me an at-home setup. And like now, some of the shit I be doing is just like unbelievable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like life be the greatest motivation. It'd be the best motivation you need if you do it right.
Yeah. I love that right there. It's funny that you say that, because my interview and shit just started as literally an idea I told my cousin. I was like, bro, well, I already know hella rappers, so I think I should start interviewing.
Yeah.
And he was like, shit, do it. But like saying do it don't mean it's gonna happen.
Yeah, real shit.
You gotta put the work in.
But you gotta think about it. Everything started as an idea. Nigga, Google Facebook started as an idea. You know what I'm saying? Like,
which is crazy. You feel me? Your ideas can turn into $1 million, $1 billion, whatever.
Everything is so tangible out here. Like, bro, everything is at arm's reach, especially with the internet. Like, bro, if you don't know somebody, you can get in contact with somebody for whatever you need.
For sure. Nah, for sure. What is the biggest lesson you've learned in the industry?
Don't let the fake shit bother you. Because it's a lot of fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of niggas won't reply to you and will see you somewhere and be, oh, my brother. How the family? Like, nigga, you don't even know my family, bro.
I deal with that all the time. I really want to say this, though. Stop calling me brother. Like that. Stop claiming that you know me on a personal level if you don't got my phone number.
I don't mind, man. I don't mind. I come from, like I said, like I really feel like the odds was against me. So the little cards I be dealt, I just take them and run with them. I let people do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to say, do what you do, just don't step on my shoes. Yeah. I'll be your brother. I'll be all that. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just don't bother me. Do your thing. If you ain't fucking with me, it's cool. I just ain't fucking with you.
Nah, all times. Since we here and we recording this and this is on film, can you just tell me who the best batting player between me and you?
Well, we just played like 2 days ago. What happened?
Wait.
What happened?
Hold on. I think you got that one, though.
That one.
But I was up before that.
You only as good as your last fight. You could have beat my ass last year. If I come back this year and whip your ass, I'm on top. Let's let the record show. Some would say I'm really the best Madden player out. That's real shit. Some would say that.
I feel like we have to like do something where we like challenging other rappers and playing.
Most definitely got to do that. Most definitely got to do that. We could bring them through and just run them all day.
Exactly. For my final question, I want to ask you though, what advice could you give to a younger artist who's trying to get into making music from at the beginning?
Just have patience, bro. Take time. This shit take time. When you first start writing and rapping, it can be discouraging because you don't know your delivery. You don't know how to set up bars like that. You probably don't even know bars. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what a bar is. So it's like, it's just realize that everything come with time. This shit didn't come overnight. And there's people who doing this shit at a successful level, but we don't know what the fuck they done been doing. Like a lot of people wouldn't know I was in the studio since 5 years old, even though I didn't put out a song till 17. Yeah. That's 12 years of just, you know what I'm saying, record like music is a natural thing. Music is an organic thing. Music take time. Everybody journey different. Everybody don't work like you work. Just because he blew up overnight, that don't mean you're not going to blow up. You just probably ain't blow up overnight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Be patient with yourself and trust yourself.
Yeah. You have any final words for the people? War out now.
War out now. Go get that. Tune in with everything. Grand Camp Peasky on Instagram. Grand Camp P1 on Twitter. Grand Camp Peasky damn near everywhere else. All good music. All music from the heart. For the, you know what I'm saying? For the mind and the soul, not just for your ear. Tune in.
Hell yeah. P1, I appreciate you.
Man, always a pleasure.
You're locked in with the Innovators. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell.